The hip-hop community in the city of Memphis, they're still mourning the loss of Gangsta Boo, legendary female rapper that ran with 3 6 Mafia, famous for her hit song Where Them Dollars At. That song is about to be a quarter of a century. She passed away on New Year's Day. But before Boo passed away, a young rapper by the name of Big Scarr, he lost his life a couple of days before Christmas on December 22nd, 2022, and he was only 22 years old. By the way, those numbers are crazy, right? 1222, the year of 22, 22 years old. Big Scarr, his real name was Alexander Woods. He was an up-and-coming rapper, signed to Gucci Mane's imprint, 1017 Records. He was on the 2022 XXL freshman list, meaning he was a bubbling act that was about to make his rounds. Usually when artists are featured on the freshman list, that means you're about to start making some noise within the next year or so. In his young life, he had been through a lot of things, like at 16 surviving a car accident where he was badly scarred after being thrown out of the windshield, leaving lasting damage. He survived that. And in 2020, he was shot in the hip, the bullet traveled up his spine, and he needed surgery to have his appendix taken out. He survived all of that. But this last incident that took him out involved prescription pills. It's unclear how he got the meds. Was he taking them for ongoing pain? Or was it recreation? That part is unclear, and this young man did not survive. So a lot of drama surrounding him surfaced when a woman who was identified as his sister and some guy who was supposed to be his friend, they came on social media and started blasting Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane is the head of the label that Big Scarr was signed to. They said they wanted Gucci Mane to pay for a $60,000 funeral, claimed that he ghosted them after they told him they needed the money. I mean, they really tried to run his name in the mud. They said that Gucci told him that his wife's birthday was coming up and he couldn't help. Took all of this to social media, and like these sheep always do, they believe whatever these people come and say without questioning anything, without documentation, without proof, without anything. Well, Keisha, that's Gucci's wife, she wasn't having it about her husband. She went to social media and posted this. It was one receipt. She said, payment directly to the funeral home. Leave my husband alone. Then she posted a screenshot of an email and said that he did this out of the goodness of his heart. She said, we also sent flowers and not even a thank you. And then her last screenshot here, she wrote $20,000 total. She tagged Gucci Mane and said, what do you do to these folks, Mane? Along with 2 separate receipts showing that they gave them $20,000. So obviously that guy and the sister was out here lying on Gucci Mane. And the sister, she changed the argument up whenever she got put on blast for lying because she first told everybody that Gucci Mane didn't give them anything. She had the nerve to come back online while on the clock at work talking more trash.
Like I said, Gucci ain't help with shit. 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 The time I don't give a fuck about no receipts, no 10,000 now. They want to know. My brother's friend was 60K and all, 10K. It's still him. It's still him. It's still him. What's 10 to 60? What's 10 to 60? What is 10K to 60?
This woman was out here saying a lot of silly, disrespectful stuff. The guy was too, whoever he is. And after they tried to trash Gucci Mane's name out here lying, got his pregnant wife out here having to come and put the truth out, Big Scarr's father came out. He thanked Gucci Mane for his help and also said that he did not condone what the sister and the other guy was out here saying. Basically, 2 people talking out of turn that never opened up a wallet or a purse and paid for anything, but out here running around talking crazy.
First of all, I got to send shouts out to Atlantic Records, man. They gave my son a big boy chance. Gucci. I got to send shouts out to Gucci too, y'all. Y'all might not like it, but I got to give my boy what he did, man. He gave my son a major chance, man. You know, I can't let y'all throw dude under the bus like that. Come on now. The truth is the truth, man. The truth is the truth. I gave nobody permission to do that. They sent they 10 bands. Gucci, he sent his 10 bands. I covered the rest. I appreciate that. Big time. Big time. Certain things were said that shouldn't have been said. It was wrong.
Listen, I understand the family is going through this, but I gotta tell the truth right now. The sister and the friend, there are two big morons. She's out here talking about a funeral being $60,000. Like, what are you talking about? And what funeral home tried to scam you out of 60 racks? In the South, you can easily lay somebody to rest for $7,000 to $10,000. And if you want to be extra and go crazy, no more than about $15,000, $20,000. Why would anybody be planning a $60,000 funeral? I'm sorry, this is just backwards. And then here's another thing. Why are all these entitled people calling Gucci Mane to pay for it just because he's rich? He's not obligated to pay for that funeral. Like his wife said, he did it out of the goodness of his heart. You know what the real problem is? They wanted Gucci to give them the money in their hands directly, and he said no. He was like, he should use the credit card, call the funeral home, pay them directly. That's what happened, and that's the part they didn't like. They wanted him to come and give them a truckload of money directly so they can go throw it at the club or find some other crazy way to use up somebody else's money. And since Big Scarr is gone, they lost their meal ticket, they can't get the money out of him. They want to get it out of Gucci Mane. Just crazy. $60,000 on a funeral? Listen, I'm really tired of people trying to come up off of their family members' deaths. No different from the Shanquilla Robinson case, the woman that went to Cabo with her so-called friends and never came back. The sister started a GoFundMe, remember that? The daddy said he hadn't even seen any of the money. The sister raised over $400,000 off of people genuinely trying to support them because the dad had to pay like $6,000 just to get her body back from Mexico to Carolina. And then you have the sister out here living it up, partying, hadn't reimbursed the dad for anything, didn't hire not one lawyer, not one detective in Mexico, haven't taken not one trip over there to meet with the prosecutors. You know, basically they haven't done anything they said they needed the money for. And then you wonder why nothing is happening with this case. On top of that, when the sister got called out, she ran off on the plug twice. Word applies. Stuff like this is just horrible and I'm sick of it. From this day on, I don't want to hear about nobody not having money for funerals. Repeat after me. It's called insurance. Now, as far as Big Scarr's sister, she is 100% out of order along with that other guy. I'm ordering that both of their Wi-Fi connections be snapped into along with their cell data because they don't deserve to use the internet for at least another 60,000 minutes while they're up here talking about $60,000 funerals. I mean, please go away with this. This is just so embarrassing. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Gucci Mane's wife came out and cleared his name, revealing that he paid $20,000 and they purchased flowers. Why do you think the sister lied about the contribution? Can you imagine if they paid them instead of the funeral home? Shout out to Ken and Lionel. I appreciate you for all of your support. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.